Hey, before you scroll past another budget-friendly desktop, let's get real for a second. BEASTCOM Q5 Pro. This is for the kind of person who feels when their setup is holding them back. You notice when games dip just enough to distract you. You feel it when loading screens linger longer than they should. You read unsettling for okay performance, you want smooth, dependable power that actually matches how you play and work. Before you go any further, take a moment to check the current price and what's in stock. Builds like this with real graphics muscle and healthy RAM don't stay predictable for long, and waiting usually leads to price jumps or stock tightening. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old system started showing limits instead of headroom, when newer titles felt like suggestions instead of experiences, when multitasking started to slow you down. That wasn't just frustration, that was your instinct, telling you it's time to move on from compromise. The first time you power this up, there's a shift. Tasks open quicker. Games don't hesitate. Background apps don't pull focus. You stop thinking about closing tabs and start thinking about what you want to do next. That's not just performance on paper, that's confidence you feel every time you'd sit down. In real use, this setup shows its strength. You launch a game and it doesn't just run, it feels composed and fluid. You switch between apps without having to pray, nothing spikes the system. Rendering, editing, streaming, they all feel smoother because you're not fighting resource limits anymore. It's not about chasing the highest settings, it's about how natural everything feels while you use it. Take another look at the price while it still feels steady. Mid-range gaming desktops with solid GPUs like this tend to bounce when demand increases, and hesitation usually turns into a slight price regret later. If you're wondering whether an RTX 3050 can still keep pace, that doubt fades when you live with it. You realize it's not about peak numbers, it's about balance. You get capable graphics, plenty of RAM for multitasking, and storage that feels snappy in everyday use. That's the kind of combination that actually fits your lifestyle without needless compromise. The surprise benefit: it's how comfortable everyday use feels. Boot times shrink. Load times shrink. Tasks you used to postpone because your old PC felt slow now just happen. That shift in efficiency changes how you spend your time and how often you actually enjoy your setup. Owning this feels smart. You don't second guess it or wonder if you should be gone cheaper. And every time you consider something weaker, you remember the lag, the wait, the hesitation, and you come right back here. Performance that feels composed and smooth, multitasking that stays confident, boot and load times that feel snappy, games that stay responsive, everyday use that feels reliable, not built for extreme ray tracing. Power upgrades may be desired years down the road. At some point, you stop cycling through specs and choose the system that already feels right for how you play and work. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and quietly regret later. Check the price, check availability, and make the move while it still feels like the obvious choice.